It is 11 something at night, and I know I haven't made one of these in a while. I'm so sorry. I have been really caught up in life. I think it's March 26th, 2025 when I'm making this. March 7th was my birthday, so I'm officially 27. Cheers, I guess. No, not I guess. But something I've really been struggling with lately is just this feeling of being so unhappy in my life. And I've been trying to figure out why. And as I've sat with that, I realized it's because through every phase of my life, I have literally based it off of what others tell me. Through every phase of my life, I have based my decisions regarding my life on what other people tell me I should want, or where I should be, or what I should do, instead of listening to what I want for my life, or thinking about what I deserve. And I don't know. I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to keep living my life basing it off of what other people tell me I should want from life, what I should do. I don't want to have other people making the decisions for my life, because it's not their life, it's my life. And so I wrote in my journal. I have this journal. I got it from Walmart. And I love it because I love the sun and the moon. I actually have a Cancer moon and a Cancer rising. So that could also contribute to a little bit of the emotionalness, but we'll skip over that. So I wrote in my journal, I am made to take up space. I deserve to take up space. I will live the life I want to live, not the one others have told me I should. I deserve the life I want. And I feel like, we're told that all the time, but it's easier said than done, because there's so much pressure, especially when you're in your 20s, to kind of follow traditional paths. There's so much pressure because this is a transitional time in your life. Like, your 20s are where you are becoming, your 20s are pretty much the teenage years of your adulthood. And so people, they have good intentions, most of them, or at least I would like to think so, and they want to try to give you guidance, but everybody's life is not going to look the same. And sometimes you have to think about the people who are giving you guidance, like, is their life a life that I want to live? Are they happy with their life? And what does happiness look like to me? And if I sound stopped up right now, it's because it's because the pollen is really messing me up. My allergies are going crazy right now. But I don't know, that's just something I've been thinking about lately is, one, I just need to learn how to shut up. I feel like my problem is I always go to everybody and I want to get a first, second, third, fifth opinion about what other people think is best for me, instead of consulting myself and sitting with myself and asking myself what I want and what is best for me. Because even though it may not make sense to other people, that doesn't necessarily mean that in the long run it's not what's best for you. So yeah, I've been journaling a lot lately and just writing down what I want my life to look like. And I don't have it all figured out, and I think that's one thing that really stops people, is that they feel like they're supposed to have it all figured out and mapped out. Because, honestly, that's also what we're told. If you think about it, from the moment we're in literally like middle school, high school, honestly elementary school too, because they have career day at school, or at least I remember when I was little in elementary school, we had people come in and they talk about our careers, we are told that we are supposed to make this definite plan for our lives. Definite? You get the point. And we are supposed to follow that plan to the T. And if the plan does not go the way that it's supposed to go, or the way that we have written it down to go, then that means that we did something wrong and that it's considered a failure. And it's not a failure, because life has a flow to it. Part of living life is being adaptable to the flow of life. And while I do have a plan, you know, if you are religious or if you're spiritual, one thing that both communities agree on is that you write the vision, you make it plain, and you manifest it into real life, the physical life. And while I don't have everything figured out, I don't feel like that's an excuse to let my fear of the unknown hold me back. Because inaction leads to nowhere. So I know that it's going to need to be tweaked along the way. I know there are going to be things that probably need to change along the way. But you have to start somewhere when you're building a new life for yourself. And I saw a post the other day where they said that your late 20s, mid 20s to 30s is really the time in your life where you see everyone around you kind of veer off into two different paths. And you have the people who've kind of given up on their dreams and their beliefs. And then you have the people who are literally just tearing everything down and starting from scratch. And I feel like that's the place where I'm at, because I want to build a foundation on something that I decided on. Not that someone told me, hey, this is what you're going to build your life on. It's killing me that I'm so stopped up right now. I can't find my water. Hold on. So, I don't know. I know I'm not the only one in my 20s who feels the way that I'm feeling, though. I know that because I'm surrounded by, for the most part, people who are in their 20s like me, and they all feel the same. And I don't know. I don't want to keep taking advice from people who are unhappy in life. I don't want to keep taking advice from people who followed a traditional path when I've never pictured a traditional path in life for myself. So the fact that I felt like that's something I had to settle for, that is not me. And I am realizing that hole that I feel inside me, that overwhelming sadness and doubt, is not me. It's other people and the expectations that other people have put on me. And I don't want to keep carrying that with me. Yeah. Side note, my wash and go came out really cute. It's nice and fluffy, nice and curly. And it's been so long since I've worn my actual hair out because of the fact that all I do is go to work and come home. And it's like at my job, I am completely stripped of my individuality. And I know that sounds really extreme, but I can't wear my hair out. So at some point, I just was like, what's the point of me caring about how my hair looks if I can't even wear my hair out? And that is another thing. I saw a TikTok, and the girl said that when you're building your new life, a lot of people think that you have to just tear everything down at one time and just start from scratch. She was like, and some people do that. She was like, but ways that you can start building your new life now, or bringing the new life into the new timeline, into the current timeline, is to just start implementing little things into your current timeline. And what I want for myself is to be able to express myself freely and fully through my style, through my fashion, through my aesthetic. And I want to do that every day. I don't want to do that only 2 days out of the week. I don't want to only do that, on certain hours. I don't want to do that once a month or every other week. I want to start wearing my hair out more. And I want to start experimenting with different styles. So even if that means that I only get to take pictures for it, I only get it to wear it out long enough to take pictures for social media, and then putting it under my head wrap, then so be it. So little steps. I think we really underestimate the importance of little steps. And my problem is that I usually get stuck on the little steps. Oh, well, I think I bounce back and forth. I get stuck on the little steps sometimes, and then sometimes I just make these huge leaps. But I've realized it's because I wait till I get to my breaking point, to where I am just literally done with everything, and I feel the need to make some drastic change instead of gradually making little changes over a period of time. So yeah, from today forward, I will be focusing on the small details, and I will be building the life that I want for myself. Not the life that someone else has told me I should want. And I found the more that I've decided that, or the more that I've thought about that, and I've come to that realization, the more that the little things have started to fall in line for me in my life. Opportunities have just appeared out of nowhere, or, places have opened up for me out of nowhere. Just unexpected things. It's like the moment that you decide that you want your life to change, or you want your life to look differently, is the moment where life kind of opens up for you. And I think in the beginning, there is resistance, because you are kind of moving away from the old, and it's gonna feel scary, and the old wants you to stay where you are comfortable. And not only that, I think sometimes it feels like, to me at least, it's like the universe kind of wants you to prove how badly do you want this new version of yourself, or this new life. And I think that's why sometimes you really do just have to get to the point of just being fed up, just like past your breaking point, to really start building the life that you want. And so I will be doing that. And I encourage you all to do the same thing, even if it's something small. So yeah, I guess I will keep you guys updated through these little videos. And I just felt like that was something that I needed to say right now. At 11 o'clock at night, I felt the urge to post this. If you would like to see, I guess, what my new life is going to look like, then you can subscribe and follow me on all my medias, my social medias. And feel free to leave comments too. And just let me know if any of you feel the same way or any of you have experienced the same thing. And yeah, just have an open discussion. Okay.